Hey YouTube, today I'm going to show you how to make a live USB with really any ISO file you have. I'm going to be doing it on Kali Linux because it's the Linux distribution I have just already on my computer. And the Windows version of this is it has a GUI, it's very easy to use. So I'm going to do it in Linux, but you could probably follow along if you're using Windows to make this. Anyways, how I'm going to be doing this is going to be with a little program called Ventoy. Um, this is honestly probably just behind Rufus. This is probably my favorite one to use. Rufus is good, but this actually allows you to use you could boot multiple ISO files with this. Like if you have Kali Linux and Debian, Ubuntu, and all those, and you want them all to boot from a single USB drive, this is the program you could use. Yeah. So I'm not going to be showing you a lot today because the ISO files, I'm not going to like throw 30 ISO files in this or anything, but you could if you really wanted to. As you can see, where is it? Screenshot. There it is. This is what it will look like when you actually boot into it. I wonder, no, it doesn't have it. You're going to need to change your boot order by entering your BIOS menu before you do this if you don't exactly know what I'm talking about. It's usually like you turn off your computer, you turn it back on, and you spam either F2 or F10, whatever. You're going to have to look it up for your computer. It's different for most computers. But you spam that, you enter the BIOS menu, and then you go to, you have to turn it to legacy boot. And then from there, you could change the boot order, and you boot it from, you change USB to the first thing to boot from. That way, if you ever have a USB plugged in that has an ISO file in it, it'll boot. Otherwise, it'll boot straight from your HDD or SSD, whatever you have. But anyways, yep, you just come here, ventoy.net, and then you go to downloads. And you're either going to want to use the linux.tar.gz or Windows zip. If you're on Windows, of course, use that. If you're on Linux, use that. Then after you download it, you unpackage it to wherever you want. Oh, wrong file. Where is it? I just had it. There it is. You'll see all this in here. You don't really need to go into these. Create persistence, but you're going to want to look at the README, and you'll see this is the command you use to launch it. Ventoy to disk. If you're not in root, you have to use sudo sh. And then this right here will be the name of the USB you're using. It's not going to be like for example, if I named my USB Black Hat Vez, I wouldn't type in here Black Hat Vez. It's going to be a different, it's going to be like SDB. Mine's SDB, but I'll show you how you could see that. From this part here, you're going to want to go, if you're doing this on Windows, you're going to want to go, I think it's disk part. You go into the little thing down here and type in disk part, and it'll take you to the command. You just, it's going to be similar to this part right here. There it is. Got to type in my password. As you can see, you don't want to format the first thing you get to because this is my actual SSD that I'm running Kali Linux off of. Or if you're doing this on Windows, it'll be your Windows drive. You're going to want to look for the second one, the one that has the GIB closer to the size of your flash drive. I have this partition that's FAT32, so you delete unallocated, just apply, close. Then you go new. You could either do ext4. You're going to want to do this. Do I still have the README open? Yeah. So you're going to want to do that for the, what they call them. If you're trying to make a persistent image, you'll do this command up here first. and then you make a persistence of whatever gigabyte you want to use. You're gonna have to look it up for each like Linux distribution because they each have different labels that they use. I believe Casper is Ubuntu and this is like Linux Mint. But yeah, you go to gparted, create primary partition, and then usually what I use is FAT32 because it's just the most, I don't even know what to call it, just the most used. Apply changes. This might take a little bit depending on your computer. Save. Nope. I thought that says save changes. Close. Close. Then you're going to want to open your thing. Oh yeah, also, let me open gparted again. I forgot to show you how to check the... As you can see, you see SDA. This is going to be your hard drive or your SSD. In my case, it's an SSD. And this one, it's going to be your, this is going to be your flash drive, SDB. So that's how you check the name of it. I use the capitalized I usually. But yeah, you just copy and paste this command. Where is it? Copy and paste this. And then you can see here, I is for install to X. It fails if there's already a Ventoy in there. Like if you already installed Ventoy to the USB. Or you force install no matter what. I usually just use the I one because why not force it. And then you type in, you go I/dev/SDB. If you're trying to update this, like if you want to get an updated version of Ventoy, say you've had it for a few months and they release an update, you would do the same exact command, but it would be you. I'm doing I because I'm making it, because that's what the video is on, but the same thing. So you do that, type in your password. Can't open. Oh, that's why. Okay. You gotta actually open up in terminal in here. Same thing, sorry about that. Yep. Yep, it's gonna ask you multiple times. Then it creates it. I'm not actually using a distribution. Like I don't have an ISO file downloaded that'll use the partition thing, so I'm not gonna do that, but that's not where I view the use of this tool. What I view the use of it as is like, if you're a penetration tester and say you want Black Arch, Kali Linux, Parrot OS, you want just every pen testing distribution on one USB so you always have access to them. This is where I see the use in this program. Or if you're just a distro hopper, you could always check them out through Ventoy and not waste the time of resetting up each partition. But then you just go here, and this is the easy part. Copy, paste. As you can see, this sometimes takes a little bit. Download, copy, paste, copy, paste. The two Kali Linux ones are going to take a little bit because I have so many going on. So they're going to either put back in like priority. But once this one gets done, the other two will get done. It'll take about the same amount of time. It'll actually be kind of quicker, I believe, if you just do it like this. This is dependent on your computer speed, really. I have a slower computer, so it's going to take me a little bit. So I'll just catch up with you guys once this is finally done downloading, or not downloading, but transferring. And I'll show you what it looks like when you boot it up. Hey, I'm back. Everything's done loading. So what you want to do to make sure that it's still not writing, because sometimes it could lag behind and it won't be finished writing and it'll give you a warning. So you're going to want to unmount. You saw that that worked. Then eject. So you can see it's no longer there. So then you just take out the USB. Well, you don't really need to take it out, but I just do it. So I know nothing else is trying to be written to the USB while I unplug it and stuff happens. But anyway, to do that, after that, I'm going to take this real shoddy recording of me entering the BIOS menu and booting up this USB to show you guys what it'll look like actually. The website was very accurate in what it looks like, so I don't really need to do this, but I figured why not. So don't mind for the shoddy video that's about to come up. See you guys in a quick minute. Alright, so when you turn on your computer, just wait for the screen. You'll see, oh, I missed it. Yep, I missed it. Yeah, it's hard to hit, especially one-handed, but as soon as you see that little logo come up, you start spamming your BIOS key menu, like the BIOS menu key. And here's what my BIOS menu looks like. As soon as that Dell logo comes up, well, even before that, you want to just start spamming it so you know you'll hit it at the right moment. But first, you want to go to Secure Boot, Secure Boot Enable, and you want to disable it. You don't really need to do anything else, but then you disable Secure Boot, then you go to Boot Sequence. And you'll see that I already have it ordered to for USB storage to be on top. And then you could see my SSD, then CDs and all that other stuff, and then onboard, whatever, NIC. But you just want to move this to the top. So you could just click it and then move it to wherever you want. This is what my BIOS menu looks like. This is an older computer, so some people might have a neater looking BIOS. But also you want to have the boot list option. It's going to be default on UEFI. You want it to boot legacy. Because, yeah, that'll allow you to do it. Then you go down here, apply. And then you're going to want to... Oh, it didn't reboot it. That's weird. Oh, I have to do exit. Okay. And I also had to plug in my USB so that it actually boots. As you can see, then it should just restart after you exit. There we go. Here we go. This is what it looks like, Ventoy, and we have all three. I have Kali Linux 6432, and then Debian Live Cinnamon ISO. So I'm going to launch that one because a lot of people probably don't get the chance to look at Debian. But it works. I know Black Arch is having a problem with Ventoy at the moment, even though it listed that it's okay. It really... I've tried to use it. It doesn't work. But that's okay. I mean, you could always run a VM of Black Arch if I need to. Booting up. Ah, Debian. You pain me, but you're the best. Taking a while to boot. There we go. Thought I screwed up something. As you can see, we have installed Debian. Menu. We could do just about everything we want at the normal computer. Education, graphics, games, internet, Firefox. Here's the terminal, preferences. Does this not come with like Python idle? Oh, that's weird. You know what? It might already have Python on it though. Yep, it comes as Python. Alright. So now what we're going to do is we're going to reboot, and I'll show you that it works with the other distributions. No VGA. Yeah, I told you my computer's older. Oh, did it just immediately boot back up in the... Oh, I actually got to shut it down, like, from here. There it is. Shut down. Sorry, I don't have a steady hand. Then we restart the computer. That was bright. Then we're back at the Ventoy. Ooh. Jesus. Had to turn down my brightness all the way there. Let's do Kali Linux 64. Ooh, that didn't sound good. There we go. Give it a few seconds. Kali Linux should boot faster. At least in my experience. Yep, see. Kali Linux boots a little faster. Can't really get the entire screen with this. I'm recording from my phone. Yep. Booting up. Should have the standard Kali Linux wallpaper come up in a sec. Yep, there we go. And you could see everything, my partitions, Ventoy, and then the Ventoy EFI file. Yeah, and then you also get all your tools as if you actually had Kali Linux. Where is it? There we go. There's our set. Same thing as normal Kali Linux as if you actually had it installed on your computer or in a VM. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and could take advantage of Ventoy because I feel like it's the most useful, I don't know what to call them, a bootloader or something like that. Alright, please like, comment, and subscribe and all that gist. See yous.